What happened? You okay?
Not treasure, not weapons,
Good talk.
but a code buried in letters,
Oh,
numbers.
good morning. Happy Thursday. Thank you for all the positive feedback as far as supporting me and putting my face to this conversation of spirituality over organized religion. And I'll keep it short. It's organized religion giving us answers to certain questions that spirituality says you don't deserve to have the answer to, is really the core of why I would promote spirituality over religion for the future. It's politics will dissipate with organized religion, because to me they really go hand in hand. But the first thing when spirituality will start to really take hold is when we can admit that nobody likes a middleman. The middleman, the clergyman, whether it be a priest or a rabbi, anything else that puts a separation between us and the connection to our creator, this is a middleman. And nobody likes a middleman except for the guy at the top. And that's not what spirituality is about. Spirituality is about connection, and that connection is free. So if we can agree on the hypocrisy that is organized religion, giving us those answers to questions that we don't deserve to have the answer to as a human race, we can see, if money's the root of all evil, then why you asking for mine before I leave the building? So the second big separator is this myth that the Jews are the chosen people. I grew up in Chabad, South Florida. I've studied multiple religions to try to make sense of how in one religion, if you have sex before marriage, you're condemned to this place called hell. And in another religion, if you kill yourself and take your people with you, you have 72 virgins waiting for you in this place called heaven. So the fact that all these things are under the umbrella of religion was really where my journey started, in trying to make sense of it all. And for religion versus spirituality, going back to the Jews being the chosen people, this is a myth. There's so many stories and details I can relate to as far as Moses and Mount Sinai, the Ten Commandments. Going to Thanksgiving and asking your mother who's the favorite of the family is asking for trouble. There's no reason to have the chosen people in the family of humanity. The reality is people are the chosen species in the animal kingdom to rise above our animalistic instincts and connect in the physical world on an energy level and a spiritual level, and elevate the rest of the animal kingdom, because we have that ability in our DNA. And you see it throughout the universe, you see it throughout the cosmos. This is the stem of real spiritual studies, to a point where The Matrix, Avatar, all these movies that you see, the Force and Star Wars, that type of connection is very, very real. And it's just a matter of bringing more light to how powerful that connection is. And that's a big step in taking away the stigma of the Jewish being the chosen people. That's Moses bringing down the Ten Commandments weren't for the people that were there. It was for all the people that could interpret it. So no middleman, no chosen people. The next big thing you can really look into is the fact that I would argue Jesus was a Kabbalist, someone who we know was Jewish, who we know had access to speaking in Hebrew or Aramaic, even Farsi, where Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, the Hebrew alphabet, Aleph, Bet is alphabet. So that language itself being diluted over, the next few thousand years is another separation between us and our creator. And those books, that album, the gematria that I speak of, that I'm trying to bring to light as well, are those undeniable connectors to the depths of the secrets that are worth killing for, worth dying for. But it's very deep. It's very paradigm shifting when it comes to our intention and our way of life. I understand to a lot of people, Yehoshua, Jesus, is the savior, and me saying that he's a Kabbalist might be offensive. So when you look through Luke, you look through John, you look through certain things that say God is within us, the divine, we are all one. These are Kabbalistic teachings before Kabbalah was even a word. That came towards the Inquisition and the creation of the Zohar. But the Kabbalistic principles and what spirituality really is. Let's take it one day at a time. I'll have this conversation as long as we need to, and as long as the feedback is mostly positive, because I know you can't please everybody. But it's been amazing so far, and listen to the music, because the music, I think, is the happiest side of this conversation more than anything. So happy Thursday. Hope all is well, and I guess I'll talk to you soon.
And that one is 13. They said